So we'll try this Washington at St. Louis thing again. Welcome to Busch Stadium, Game 3 of this 4-game series. The Nats, and we'll talk about Bryce Harper's resurgence in a moment, against the Cardinals and trying to get something positive to happen in a place where it's been a little bizarre for the last couple of nights. The walk-off on Monday, a pitcher gets his first big league hit last night, hits a home run to beat the Nats. So, Mike, I got to ask you, as a player, you're in the clubhouse, you've had your heart broken like 3 games in a row now. How do you guys do this? What do you do to keep yourself motivated and to go out there every day when it's the day after something tough happened?
Yeah, they don't call these the dog days for nothing, but it's tough. It's tough because these guys are fighting. These guys are coming out there every day and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but they've just come across a team that is so hot right now that if you don't have every cylinder working, it's going to be tough to beat, especially these Cardinals right now. But, you know, anything could play out. The problem is right now, time is not on our side.
Right.
We're running out of games, but baseball is such a funny game, and you never know what could happen.
42 games to go, including tonight. Now, the previous several weeks for Bryce Harper, since he won that home run derby, have been pretty good to him. Before the break, he was hitting .214, on-base percentage .365. He's now hitting over .320, almost .330 since the on-base percentage there. And he's driving the ball, Mike, all over the ballpark, opposite field last night, just hitting homers everywhere possible.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Bryce we know. He just, to me, he looks so comfortable at the plate. His backside is just, it just turns. His balance is so great. And this is something that we're going to show you on the next couple, besides Harper, with Soto too, that both of their bodies, their lower halves are so nice and comfortable in the box.
So Bryce, since the break, doing great, resulting in top 10 ratings in homers, RBI, slugging, extra base hits, walks, and runs scored. So this is the Bryce we've known. He got off to a good start this year. May and June were rough. July's been pretty good, and he's really good now in the month of August. Then there's that kid in left field, Juan Soto. We saw him go opposite field, home run 2 nights ago. And the amazing thing to me about him, he's not flipping base hits to left. He's flipping doubles and home runs.
Yeah, he's doing something that a guy with 10 years in the big leagues does, and that's go the other way. He's already established himself as, hey, I'm an all-around hitter. I can hit to all sides of the park with authority. And just like I was saying with Bryce, to me, his lower half is so nice and solid in the box. He's not flying open or falling over. He's so smooth, just very, very compact, and it's just a very powerful swing.
Then last night we saw him take an easy swing and hit a double down the left field line. So as well as these teenage rankings have been, he's now through 75 games. He's got another month and a half to do amazing things, and he's chasing all kind of great hitters, and his walks almost equal the number of strikeouts he's had so far this year. Now, all of this is great. The Nats are scoring runs. When you score 4 one night and 6 the night, you would think you've won at least one of those games, and maybe both of them. There's pressure on the starters now to go deep into ball games, and it's hard to do because the bullpen's beaten up. And Jeremy Hellickson, tonight's starter, he's not a 6 or a 7 inning guy.
Yeah, we need him to go 6. We need it. We need it bad. Like you said, Bob, if you score 6 runs, that's a win. If you score 4, hey, I kept you. All I got to do is keep you in the game, and we should have a win. But it hasn't gone that way the last 2 games. Let's see what happens today. Jeremy
Hellickson, he's going to make his 13th road start. The Nats are 4-2, and he's away from Nationals Park. He can pick it. He can pitch it. Hellickson against the Cardinals in St. Louis. To you by PNC Bank. There's no better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. A lot of statues out there of Cardinal Hall of Famers, and here's Trey Turner, who's going to be leading off for the Nats on a night in St. Louis. It's quite muggy, 93% the humidity. That's not horrible when it's 75 degrees. Some showers came through in the last hour and a half or so. They got the field ready for the 7:15 local start. So it's Trey among shortstops, third with 130 hits. In the league, he's number 8. Adam Eaton gets a night off against a rookie left-handed pitcher. And Soto, Rendon, Harper, the top 4. And then Zimmerman, Murphy, Taylor, and Kieboom. 24-year-old rookie Austin Gomber. 21st game. It's his 4th big league start.
Yeah, 24 years old. Another guy they got throwing 93, 94 miles an hour. And he's got this guy has a good, really good curveball. And again, another big difference. A 78 mile an hour curveball. So it's a big looper.
I think the umpire and Trey Turner getting a little irritated. Local St. Louis TV is now acknowledging it is 7:15. So everybody was ready a little early. Don't blame the broadcasters, right? Trey Turner 1 for 9 in the series, and we are right on time at 7:15 in St. Louis with a swing and a miss.
So yeah, he also has a good slider. Kind of mixes in a changeup once in a while if he has to. But he's more of a fastball curveball pitcher, and he's got a really big curveball, and it's very slow.
4th rounder by St. Louis 4 years ago. And Trey fouls one off to the right side. Gomber's interesting so far. He's kind of a hybrid. As a starter, his ERA 3.52. As a reliever, 3.38. So pretty good both ways. Small sample size. And Turner stays with the off-speed pitch. Trey in swing mode, and he had to be there on 0-2. Nationals trying to break a Cardinals 7-game winning streak. Cubs won today, so they're 4.5 back in the Central. And the Nats are playing while the Phillies are hosting the Red Sox, and the Braves are hosting Miami. That's a swing, says Adrian Johnson. 1 out. Side angle.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, one thing he likes to do is he likes to keep the ball up because he has that off-speed pitch. He kind of pops out of his hand high, so he tries to start that fastball up so that the batter thinks it's going to be the off-speed pitch, and then you get guys like how Trey did it, kind of check swing, not really sure at the last minute if it was a fastball or an off-speed pitch.
Well, here's something that you may or may not believe. How often does a rookie bat 6th 2 nights in a row? And then when the other team throws a left-hander, they put him up in the number 2 spot. That's how Davey thinks of Juan Soto and his ability to hit all kinds of pitching.
Yeah, and you know what? This guy's really tough on righties. For the season, righties have only hit 200 off him. So maybe Davey saw that little stat and said, you know what, I'm gonna throw my lefty up there.
DJ Rayburn by the way, the home plate umpire, 11th year in the big leagues. And now it's 0-2 to Soto, like it was to Turner, and Juan able to lay off that one inside. 24 games recently, 21 walks, 6 homers, 15 RBIs. 2 for 5, 2 walks in the series. Rendon is next. Great take. Gomber walked off the mound, thought he had a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch. That's a tough pitch. It was in the zone, and it just breaks so much, it almost breaks out of the zone.
Yeah, maybe he broke too much for the umpire. Soto, a check swing, got a piece of it. Cardinals defensively, they don't look like the worst defensive team in baseball against the Nats in this series. 92 errors on the year, but DeYoung has been brilliant at shortstop. Jerko's made a nice play or 2 at third. And they've tightened things up under Mike Schilt, their new manager. 18-9 for him so far. And Soto, a big time rip on a pitch up.
Yeah, a crazy stat. 11 different pitchers have started for the Cardinals. and this is the only lefty out of all those 11. This is the only lefty.
And their ERA, their staff ERA, 4th in the National League at 3.78. So Mike Maddox doing a heck of a job with them. Soto takes another borderline pitch. 3-2. And by the way, first 75 games of a Major League Baseball career since 1969, Soto has the 5th highest on base percentage plus slugging. He's on that list with guys like Albert Pujols, Ryan Braun, Rhys Hoskins, and Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, you know, I got to talk to Jason Worth before the game, and he said he was watching the broadcast like he does every night, pretty much. And he was talking about how Soto, how he was very impressed with you know, how he is as a clubhouse guy, and just his on the field and the presence he has. And he was talking about how it kind of reminded him of a young Bryce. And you know, it was just good. It was good to talk to Jason, and he wanted to say, tell me to tell everybody hello, and you know, he's doing well, and he misses you, Bob.
Aw. Got to ask him if he's hit any bombs off amateur pitchers lately. Here's Rendon and a fastball away. I love the video of him going yard last week. Anthony's had a good series, 3 for 7, a walk, and he has scored 4 runs.
You know, a guy like Jason needs to be around baseball somehow.
He will. He will. He'll be around Nats Park in a couple of weeks to join the Ring of Honor. 1-1 with 2 outs.
Oh, J-Dub.
48 games, Rendon hitting .326 in the last 2 months. That all started 2 months ago today on June 15th. So Anthony in the number 3 hole and Bryce Harper clean up tonight. Three and two.
Right, left, right, left, right, left.
Well, this military appreciation night, as you give us the Army cadence for marching right there, talking about the lineup.
Yeah.
And you know, offense hasn't been that big of a problem. These two teams among the best since the All-Star break. The Cardinals have an on-base percentage of .355. The Nats are at .353. Both teams getting guys on base a lot. And there's one for Rendon with Harper coming up.
That's nice. That's what we want to see early in the game. We got to get guys on base.
That's the Nationals' first runner in the first inning of any game in this series. Bryce Harper last night, 8th inning. The Nats were way behind, and I don't know how he kept it fair, but he wrapped it right around the pole at the .336 mark.
Yeah, we just always got to have a guy on base for Bryce. You just never know. You never know what's going to happen. It's like if you're watching him on TV and you got to go to the bathroom, just wait. You never know what you're going to get. It's one of those guys that, hey, just sit down, take your time, and watch the at-bat. You never know what you're going to see.
You've been warned, everybody. So with the 30 homers, tied with Nolan Arenado, second behind Matt Carpenter's 33. 9 of Bryce's last 18 games have featured 2 hits or more. And lately, more than half of his hits have gone for extra bases. Short lead by Anthony Rendon, and that one right to Colton Wong, and the Nats are gone in the top of the first. Warm, muggy night in St. Louis, and Jeremy Hellickson going to work. To the arch, turning into a nice night in St. Louis. Cardinals are hitting .306 in August. Colton Wong has worn out the Nats in this series. 5 out of 6, couple of runs batted in. He's got some extra base hits, couple of walks, 1 for 4 career against Jeremy Hellickson. Pretty much going with the same lineup as Mike Shilton. Why not? They're hot. Yadier Molina is playing in his 3rd consecutive game in the series. Hellickson 2 for 2. 5 games started against St. Louis career with a .413 ERA.
Yeah, we just another Washington starter that we're gonna need to go more than 5. We got to get to that 6th inning. I mean, if you can get to the 7th inning, that'll be great, because we just need the bullpen to come in that last little half. We've been kind of stretching them out a little too long these last couple days, so we just got to get him kind of like his last start, but maybe another inning or 2.
Yeah, pulled without giving up a hit in Chicago because of walks. Tommy Malone 4 1/3 Monday. Gio 4 innings last night, and Jeremy Hellickson against Matt Carpenter, who the Nats held hitless last night, 0 for 4 with a walk. He's 3 for 8 career, and evidently Jeremy's avoided him at times. 5 walks with that 3 for 8. Murphy well out into right field, and Carpenter took a home run swing, missed it 1-1.
Yeah, like you said, Jeremy, since July, he's just been dominating, lights out. One guy that doesn't like facing is Ozuna.
Yeah, more on that later. He's had good numbers against him. And the breaking ball fouled straight down by Carpenter, hitting .277. JD Martinez leads the majors with 37 homers. Jose Ramirez of Cleveland 36. Chris Davis of Oakland 34. Joey Gallo of Texas 31. Rice right in there with 30. Carpenter's hit 33 to lead the senior circuit. And a 1-2 pitch.
A lot of homers for August.
Nationals defensively, fewest errors in the major leagues. Up the middle, they've been solid lately. Rendon's been great at 3rd. Michael A. Taylor gets a start tonight. He of the unbelievable range and the rocket arm out there. Against the lefty, Adam Eaton getting the night off. It's really hard to call Michael A. Taylor a 4th outfielder. He could start for almost any team in the major leagues.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see what Mike can do with a full season. I mean, we saw a little bit of it the last couple years, but just put him in a spot and let him do his thing. We know he's going to steal a lot of bags.
2-2 to Carpenter. Target up. And with that pitch, they get a pop-up, and it's Soto in left. Well done by the battery of Hellickson and Kieboom. Yadier Molina is next. So Jeremy feeling good most of the year in the road Grays. 13th start, 4-2. Just kind of funny the way the schedule has fallen. Some off days contribute to that, and one guy ends up starting about 3/4 of his games away from home.
You know, I always like playing at home, no matter what team I was on. Just something about wearing the whites. But if you're a starter and you get the other end, kind of the draw, like how he's getting with the road stuff, it's tough because you're not with your home crowd, and kind of you got 30-some thousand people that are rooting against you.
Yeah, they want you out of there as soon as possible. What a note to Molina. And he tried to pull that off-speed pitch away. In the series, Yachty is 2 for 9. Career 2 for 12 against Hellickson.
But Jeremy's a pro. He's been at this a while. Both these guys. Just a beautiful off-speed pitch. Yachty's geared up for the fastball. barely getting off the end of the bat.
So Hellickson Friday in Chicago, 5 2/3. A couple of runs, no hits because he walked 4 guys. Struck out 3, 89 pitches. And it was so odd because he got the first 2 outs of the 6th inning before walking 3 Cubs in a row. Big slow breaking ball, and there was no way Molina could wait long enough.
Check out what Yachty does when he gets in the box right here. He does this. I mean, I thought I did something weird, but I was still trying to understand what he does right here. So he gets in the box, and then he taps away on the other side of the plate in the other box. I've never seen that.
Swing and a miss on an 80 diving breaking ball. 2 down. When Hellickson's pitching well, he just looks like he's playing catch. And he just flipped a frisbee up there in the backyard with a wiffle ball here.
It really comes out of his hand just so easy. Like you said, Bob, it looks like no effort. And it's just coming out.
2 up, 2 down, and the number 3 hitter, who's had a good series, Jose Martinez.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to get this guy out.
All singles, which is the good news. He hasn't driven in a run or hasn't scored any, but this guy can hack. 14 homers, 69 RBIs. And that 305 is the 5th highest batting average in the National League. There are only 2 hitters above 310. Nick Markakis and Freddie Freeman. Christian Yelich hitting 310. Talked about this before with so many hitters trying to do extra base hit damage this year. Batting averages have suffered. So in each league there's a 299 hitter in the top 10 in the league in batting average.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean 315 or 320 might win a batting title.
The StatCast era has it took a toll on batting average?
Most definitely, yes. 1 and 2. Martinez holding that bat up in menacing fashion. And then Keyboom just goes backstop, 2-2. Cardinals at home, 31 and 26. Nats on the road. It's a 1 and 4 road trip, and now they're 30 and 32. There was a time about a month and a half ago when the Nationals had a road record that was right at the top in all of baseball. Went with the heater. It was down and in.
Yeah, good pitch right there to keep the ball down and try not to get anything in the air early in the game.
Up the middle. Hellickson knew where Murphy was, so he didn't take a swipe at it. And a good first inning for Jeremy. It's been a good month for Ryan Zimmerman. Good last couple of weeks. Had a pinch hit last night. 2 for 4 with an RBI against St. Louis. He will lead off top 2 when we bring you back. Nats right now. Ryan Zimmerman's batting average is up to 263. He's 12 for his last 25 over 9 games. AT achieving more for Ryan Zimmerman. 3 homers, 13 RBIs over that time. He is raking. Gets to face a lefty here. Nats, of course, seeing Austin Gomber for the first time. First inning, he threw 21 pitches, 13 strikes, and the Anthony Rendon walk really helped to extend that frame.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he's tough on righties.
In on Ryan's hands there, but Zimmerman gets it out of play.
His ball, I think, it looks like his ball naturally cuts in on righties, so he just kind of like misses the barrel a little bit, kind of like not a jams righties, but it's just not, just doesn't get on the barrel good. It's hard to say.
That one had a pretty good sound to it. It's going to chase Bader deep to right center, but he's on the track, and he makes that catch about 380 feet away. And got some deep gaps here. When the Nats score 7 runs or more and win, you get 50% off regular menu price online orders at papajohns.com. Promo code NATS50. Enjoy the quality pizza you've come to expect from your locally owned and operated Papa John's. First pitch swinging Daniel Murphy. And Murph having a good series. 2 RBIs, 3 for 8 here. And over his last 6 games, averaging 2 hits, 12 for 24.
Yeah, Nats have come out so far today very aggressive. Not waiting around too much. Trying to do damage early in the count. We saw it with Trey. I'm seeing it with Murph.
Serving that one out of play left side. Red Sox have 3 runs on the Phillies. Nathan Eovaldi, Vince Velasquez in Philly tonight. They're in the 4th inning. And the Marlins have an early run against Kevin Gausman. Jose Urena for the Fish, and they lead 1-0. Right side, Colton Wong right there. Don't wait for season 8. Come out to Nationals Park. Game of Thrones night Saturday. Nats Marlins 7:05. Michael A. Taylor Game of Thrones figurine for the first 10,000 fans. So get there early and you can take photos on the Iron Throne. Visit nationals.com. That is an outstanding athlete, not a figurine stepping into the box. Michael A. Taylor, 291 over his last 50 games, and that thing's a mile high. So we've had an arch, a rainbow, and that pop-up. And the Nats are done in the top of the 2nd.
along with Steven Strasburg, who's working back from a pinched nerve in his neck. Strasburg took the mound here at Busch Stadium earlier on this afternoon to take part in a simulated game. Threw to a few Nationals hitters, got up to 70 pitches in what he described as a little more than 4 simulated innings. Said he came out of it feeling pretty good. The question now is what Strasburg's next step will be. Davey Martinez acknowledging the Nats would like Strasburg's next start to be next week against the Phillies. That will all depend on how Strasburg feels tomorrow and over the next few days. He's scheduled to, if he feels well, throw a standard side session in a couple days. Strasburg saying he's got a start coming up next. He doesn't know where it will be, but as I said, Davey hoping that that next start could be up here at the major league level and could be next week against the Phils at home.
Thank you, Dan. The Phillies are in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday after the Miami series and a Monday off day. That will be interesting to keep track of. Nats need him back ASAP. Hellickson first inning, 17 pitches, 11 strikes. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He gets a big rolling breaking ball, and that thing's out of here if it's fair. And it is well out of here.
Coming into this series, Marcell did not have good numbers off of Hellickson.
Ooh.
But he was waiting on that one.
Looked like it. He was 5 for 26 against Jeremy, but that is the second home run among the now 6 base hits. And the St. Louis Cardinals lead 1-0 with their 154th home run. This team is red hot offensively. In 2 games against the Nats, 25 hits, 13 runs. And then that. For Hellickson, 11th homer given up on the year. A low tracer that got out in a hurry. Next up is Paul DeJong.
You know, it's tough to beat a team when they're scoring 6 or more runs. In the past 6 games, they've scored 6 or more runs. I mean, that's how do you beat a team that does that? That's tough.
Yeah.
And it's
Tough
not
to
like
outslug them.
yeah, and it's not like the Nats aren't scoring. The Nats are scoring enough runs to win. So there's got to be a stop. Somebody has to put a stop. There's got to be a stopgap in the game somewhere that just to bottle them up and to.
A ball that probably won't reach the seats, but Bryce Harper was playing way out toward the gap in right field, and Ryan Zimmerman had no chance. Well, the stopgap pitched Sunday night in Chicago. The Nats will not have Max Scherzer, of course, in this series. They'll be ready for the Marlins Friday at home.
You know, I always said
somebody else has to step up.
I always said that if you can get about 2 or 3 runs for your starter, 2 runs keeps him in the game. 3 runs, if he does well, he should get the win. 4 runs, the team should win.
1-2 to DeJong.
And when you got guys like Max, or you know, your ace, you score 2 runs, it's a win.
Yeah, he was brilliant Sunday night in Chicago. Tanner Roark tomorrow for the Nats, and he's been great. And by the way, some of you may already know this. On the first pitch of the game in Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr., who's been hitting home runs like crazy, got drilled by Jose Urena, who was ejected after 1 pitch. Don't know the extent of Acuna's injury, but he's out of the game, and Urena ejected. Mike and I were just talking during batting practice about what a race it'll be down the stretch for Rookie of the Year between Acuna Jr. and Juan Soto.
Yeah, I mean, we plus the Nats fans, I mean, we want Soto.
Anthony Rendon able to wait for a nice big second hop.
You know, we want Soto easily to win that. But this kid in Atlanta is doing some doing some damage of his own. But I still think Soto's story is just hands down. Yeah, hands down. Just
he has the highest batting average, Mike, of any rookie, 301. Acuna had 19 homers, won 15. Soto 43 RBIs, fourth most, tied with Acuna. And then Brian Anderson of Miami still leads all rookies with 130 hits. His batting average is 278.
So does it come down to baseball politics? Does it come down to what their team's doing around them?
Good question.
Who's in their lineup?
Jerko hits it well to right. Harper going back, and Bryce has it a step in front of the St. Louis bullpen. Jed Jerko's had a strange year. He's only hit 9 home runs. He's been in the 20 to 30 range for a couple of years. Bryce played it well.
That ball sounded nice coming off his bat right there. I thought it was going to be gone. Bryce played it real good. It just kept carrying and carrying.
Yeah, Bryce has been playing more center field lately than right field.
Yeah, I got to change it in my my book here. I had Harper. I had him penciled in center for sure.
Got him all over the place. Here's Colton Wong. That's how you get that guy out. He was 5 out of 6 in the series into that AB. Couple of hard hit balls, and Ozuna's left the yard. Against the Nationals. This one got out in a hurry. StatCast AI, powered by AWS. Look at the readings on this thing. Yeah, 114 miles an hour.
That's not getting cheated right there.
So it's to the top of the third. Keyboom, Hellickson, and Turner, and that swing by Marcel, the difference in the game. Spencer Keyboom, first start of this series. And the lefty Gomber pours it in there. Keyboom to DeYoung. Jeremy Hellickson next, and then Trey Turner. Jeremy on the year, couple of hits, 1 RBI. The Nats, first time around the order, 0 for 7 with a walk. Last night they saw John Gant for just the 3rd time, but it had been a while. Monday night they saw Miles Michaelis for only the second time, and they've had a hard time with some of these St. Louis starters, guys who are not among the elite names on their staff when the season started, because they've got Adam Wainwright, Alex Reyes, Michael Wacha, and Carlos Martinez on the DL. They have rebuilt their rotation here with a lot of kids. 2-0 pitch.
Not only that, Gant hits a homer.
And the Nats thought they were facing Jack Flaherty tomorrow, but they've changed it to Luke Weaver. He'll pitch against Tanner Roark. Hellickson, pretty good rip, and it's 2-2. And that's another guy they haven't faced.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming into the Cardinals' house with a hot offense and a lot of pitchers you haven't even seen before. So I mean, it's tough.
So bookend strikeouts by Gomber on the first time around. He got Turner leading off the first. He gets the number 9 man Hellickson here. And so Trey will be back in there after swinging at the first 4 pitches of the game. It was called out on a check swing that really could have gone either way on the call. So Trey in the series 1 for 10, trying to get something going here for the Nats. Out ahead, big chopper. That's a fair ball. And a team that all year long has been the worst defensive club in baseball continues to take hits away from the Nationals. Jed Jerko. Looked like a double off the bat. He pulled it down and still got Turner. Impressive. Mikey Morse, University of Maryland, University College. Nationals moment of history. Game 4 in 2012 against these Cardinals at Nationals Park. Jason, with the single most electric moment in the history of the Nationals. Walk-off Game 4. Number 38's pretty happy about it. Number 11 as well. You guys needed haircuts right there.
Yeah, that was a moment. That was a lot of hair. A lot of dirty hair. We would go a couple days without cleaning that hair right there. Ugh.
Well, unbelievable moment.
Yeah, we had a thing. Get knocks, don't wash your hair.
I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. Stick around, Bob. Got a lot of stuff you don't know.
Oh, I found that out in 3 days in Toronto and 3 here. So bottom of the third, Harrison Bader, the hitter, 1 for 6, a walk and RBI in the series. Facing Jeremy Hellickson for the first time. That was Jeremy's 30th pitch of the night and his 20th strike. One debater. Gomber, the pitcher, next. Good looking pitch. DJ Rayburn a little deliberate with some of his calls. So like us here, you at home, just wait another click. He'll let you know what the pitch is. He probably lets everybody in the box know verbally what it is right away. Some umpires do that. And a 1-2 count to Bader. Dropping one below his bat. Hellickson, strikeout number 2.
Yeah,
Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
Yeah, every umpire is different with their call. Just like you said, some umpires will actually talk right before they'll tell you, hey, that was strike, ball, ball. You know, right before they do their whole hand gestures and stuff.
Austin Gomber is 1 for 6 as a big league hitter. .24 years of age, born in Winter Garden, Florida. Went to West Orange High School there, later in Boca Raton at Florida Atlantic University. Hellickson's a superior fielding pitcher, and he takes care of that. So the first time around, St. Louis goes 1 for 9 with the Ozuna homer. All right, Nats fans, slashing ticket fees down to 0 for all remaining games this year, but you have to take advantage of it by tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Go to nationals.com, enter code ALLGAMES, pay no fees on Nats tickets. One word, all caps. We love all caps in DC, but this one's got nothing to do with hockey. It's all about tickets. All games. Try to get that Curly W some hits in the top of the 4th. Breaking ball away. Matt Carpenter. Fly ball to left field first time. Remember the kids with the UVA Nats caps on here last night? I ran into them after the game. They're from Herndon, family of 4, wonderful family, and Grandma had called to say she had seen the boys on Masson.
That's awesome.
So cool. 1-0 pitch. Changeup, 1-1.
I don't know what's cooler, being on TV or meeting you.
I don't know. All they could talk about was being on TV. So there you go.
Probably too shy.
We love it when our Nats fans travel, and these days they do so well. Nats and Masson, by the way. Masson Group has a bunch of sponsors here in St. Louis watching. Led by Jim Cudahy.
School starts, and they're going to be talking about you. We met Bob Carpenter.
That's not Jim Cudahy. Neither's that. But the sponsors having a great time, even though their golf outing got rained out today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Right at Ryan Zimmerman. Hellickson pitching to contact. 3 solid innings. Nats need some offense. 2012 Nationals Park, Padres, Tim Stauffer, Bryce Harper, batter's eye, first major league home run.
Look how young he looks.
Called up on May 20th this year, Robbie Erlin, San Diego Padres. Yeah, San Diego again, and Soto Oppo for his first big league homer. Key boom, Scherzer and the boys loved it. Severino and Reynolds there to greet him. PNC Bank, make today the day. So hey, 19 through 75 games. Soto in average, OPS, home runs, RBIs, and runs. Bryce is 25. He'll have a birthday in October. So 6 years from now, what will Juan Soto's numbers look like? I mean, it just, your imagination just kind of runs wild with it. What kind of player this guy could be. He goes to left, didn't get it, down toward the end of the bat, and Ozuna. First pitch, fourth inning, 1 out. So they'll both bat in this inning with Rendon in between. As you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the hold true moment later in tonight's game.
You know, we've been so fortunate in DC to have two stars just come through here the last couple years with Bryce and Soto. That doesn't happen that often on teams, and we got two guys that are just electric players, 5-tool players, and we get to see them grow up right before our eyes.
Yeah, and it's cool because you say that with another one in the batter's box of the infield variety, Anthony Rendon, who the Nats drafted while he was hurt out of Rice. Had a severe ankle sprain, didn't play a whole lot in 12, and then by 2013 he's in the big leagues doing good things.
Yeah, and like I even did it right there. He's a star player, but he just gets, to me, he gets kind of shadowed by what else is going on here. And he's one of my favorite players. I mean, this guy, I love watching him day in and day out. I love his smile. I love how he gets in the box. I love how his defense is, just everything. He's just a gamer, and he's learned how to play the game the right way.
Anthony's first major league hit in 13 was against a Cardinal, Shelby Miller, a game-tying double in the 4th inning. He immediately got sent to Double-A after the game, but he came back, and he's been back ever since doing good things. And they walk him for the second time tonight. He's been the Nationals' only base runner. So 2 walks in front of Harper. Bryce has hit 30 out of the yard. Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers, $250 for each of the first 200 home runs hit by the Nats. And that money goes to the Children's National Health System from Lexus. Experience amazing.
Again, we got a guy on base for Bryce, which is great. This is what I like to see.
Yeah, Harper sharply hit grounder first time, but right at Colton Wong. He shows bunt this time. And while he was in the box, the ball came up and hit him while he was foul. So how do you feel about power guys bunting? I mean, do situations change that, or what do you think?
Well, in this situation, especially with Bryce, you really don't want him to bunt. You want him to swing because you never know what you're going to get. He could hit a home run at any time.
Then he takes a strike up in the zone, and it's 0-2.
He probably saw.
Wow, that's the second time in this series Bryce has had a strike call on a ball 2 baseballs out of the top of the zone. Puts a lot of pressure on the rest of the AB. And that ball is slicing away from the center fielder, Bader, but he's going to get there and make a spectacular catch. And you saw the reaction of Austin Gomber, who is seeing some amazing defense behind him tonight. Who are these guys with these gloves after the way they've played all year?
You know, Bryce hit that ball really well. Off-speed pitch, stayed back, did what he was supposed to do. but this is one of the fastest kids in the league right here. And he just shows you how quick he can get to that ball and lays out.
I mean, for 4 months, all you had to do was put the ball in play, and the Cardinals would give you a chance to beat them. In this series, they have robbed the Nats numerous times. Here's Ryan Zimmerman. Colton Wong plays him well up the middle. Ryan hit a fly ball to deep right center first time up.
I mean, something's got to give. They're playing not pretty good. They're playing exceptionally good.
Longest winning streak in baseball right now, 7 straight. Target in. He missed out over the plate and gets a strike.
And
not where his catcher was set up.
And my boys down there, they're not playing bad. We're not playing bad baseball. Yeah, we had a little pitching here and there, but offensively, defensively, we've been sound.
Well, sometimes you don't see a club all year and then you run into them at a bad time. That's what's happened here. Ryan Zimmerman, another hit. In this series, he's 3 for 6. Rendon had to stop at second, and the tying run is there with 2 outs for Daniel Murphy.
See, again, with Bryce bunting, or not bunting, but showing bunt that first pitch, this is why. He had Zim behind him. He knows he AL Player of the Week, he's hot. If Bryce gets on base right there, we got, 2 guys on. You never know with Zim also.
So here's Murphy. Daniel 3 for 9 in the series. Clutch hit last night in the 8th inning after the Harper homer, and he was clutch in the 8th inning or 9th inning on Monday, giving the Nats a chance to get back and tie that game, which they did.
One thing about the Nats, they're not a team that they know how the last couple games have gone, and it just puts a bad taste in their mouth. And they want to go out here. They're playing hard, man. You can just tell by the at-bats are taken. Guys are swinging. Guys are running out every ball. They don't like losing. This ain't no losing ball club. This is not a losing franchise. I mean, it goes all the way up to the ownership. Ted, Mark Lerner. I mean, whatever they touch turns to gold. Since I've been here since 2009. This whole franchise has turned around into a winning franchise.
1-1, 2 outs. Murphy takes a fastball up in the zone. Yeah, we have shown the stats numerous times since the start of the 2012 season, the Nats' first championship in the division. It's been Nationals, Dodgers, Cardinals, top 3 winningest teams in the National League over that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Play Murphy a little to the left in all outfield positions. Most notably Bader in center.
Base hit right here. I can tell you what, Rendon's going to be running as hard as he can.
Now a little trouble getting together. Gomper and Molina, with Anthony Rendon looking in from second base. The middle infielders, DeYoung and Wong, will join them.
Yeah, this is more of Molina saying, hey, let's switch up the signs a little bit, just in case. Or maybe just didn't even like how the sequence they were doing. But I'm pretty sure it's one of those kind of things. Hey, let's just switch it up. Give you a little break right here. What do you want to do?
Bob Henley wants to get busy over at third. By the way, tomorrow night's game, make a note of it, 1 hour earlier, 6 o'clock Central. We'll join you, Mike and I, from the booth at 7 after Nats Extra. Marlins for 3 this weekend, day off Monday, and then the Phillies. Yeah, 6 o'clock local tomorrow. Brilliant directing again. 1-2. Four-year-old Austin Gomper, 2-0, 20 games, 3 starts. prior to this. Good look by Murphy. No swing, says Trip Gibson. 2-2 is the count.
We've seen Murph foul a lot of balls off this series to the left side.
They've really worked him away, haven't they?
Yeah, they're really keeping that ball down and away, down and away.
Three and two, and now both runners get a head start.
Should be able to get something to hit right here.
Michael A. Taylor, the right-handed batter on deck. Out of play in left field. Murph having a conversation with his bat, maybe. And Yachty's back there. Molina's been known to interact with some of the veteran guys. Three-two again. At second is Rendon. At first, Zimmerman. And Murphy takes the walk to load him up. Great at bat by Daniel Murphy. Big spot for Michael A. Taylor, who popped up on the first pitch he saw in the second inning, and Mike Maddox on his way to the mound. See if he puts his right hand on the pitcher's left shoulder.
You know, like you were talking about Murph talking in the batter's box there. When I used to play first base, whenever we had a speed guy that would take his lead, I would always try to talk to him just to try to get him off his rhythm, his routine, whatever he does, just to try to get him not thinking too much about stealing the base. And I always wonder if it worked. But I got to know a lot of guys because of that. I don't know if it's a lot of guys would be like, hey Mike, hey, I'm kind of busy here. I'm like, no, how's the family? How's everything going? Where are you from?
Well, here's Taylor. 27 runs batted in on the year. He has seen two pitches and swung at both tonight. Boy, DJ Rayburn likes the high fastball tonight. Taylor didn't think it was a strike.
Yeah,
and evidently Pitchcast didn't either.
That's a tough pitch. That's up and in.
Wow, that puts a lot of pressure on a hitter.
And now he's got Mikey in 0-2. You know, there's a lot of things he could try to do now. He's just open up the strike zone with that pitch.
Right down the middle, that one. The Nats strand 3. They've left 4 tonight. And the 4th inning of Nationals baseball is brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals.
put up offensively, it's easy to forget that he's playing a different position up here at the major league level than he played in the minors, moving from right field to exclusively left field up here with the Nationals. Talking to Bob Henley earlier on today, who spent a lot of time with Soto defensively, telling me that Juan works incredibly hard at his defense, both physically and mentally. He loves to talk during a game about what he sees. And Henley saying if he makes a mistake, which is rare, he learns from it and moves on. Very rarely makes that mistake again. Henley saying that Soto takes a lot of pride in his defense, and Henley thinks that's the first step in getting better at something. Davey saying he's told Soto that he thinks he has the ability to not just play left or right, but also play center in a pinch, which is kind of a tribute to, or rather speaks to how well Soto has been defensively. And Davey saying left field probably the toughest of the 3 outfield spots. Michael, your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. A lot of people don't realize how hard left field is. A righty, when a righty hits the ball, pulls the ball, it tends to go towards the line. And if he gets through the ball, it slices more to center field. So being in left, you rarely get a ball, and the ball right at you usually is over your head. So there's a lot of trickiness to playing left field. Now playing center field, the balls pretty much come right at you. And you kind of see if they slice a little bit. It's not that bad, but left field and a little bit right, just because there's almost more righties than lefties hitting. So that's how left field with those righties really pull the ball down the line and kind of hook. It's a tough position.
Ellickson and Molina, and it goes to 3-1.
And the funny thing about it is, out of the 3 outfield players, usually the not as good, the worst player is usually in left field. You got your Manny Ramirez and, you know, those kind of guys like me.
Come on.
Your left fielder's usually just a guy that just hits homers, and, you know, you'll take his defense if he makes a mistake here or there. I mean, we're fortunate to have a center fielder who can run down the ball and do everything playing left. Very athletic outfielder right now.
Jose Martinez bouncing ball to Murphy, first time. Long arms, tall, rangy hitter here. Bat pointing toward the ground on his shoulder, and he takes a fastball right in there.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Stands straight up. Does a real big winding. Really
You presented a pretty big strike zone.
He really gets that left hand really loose before he hits.
1-1 the count. And the fastball rides inside.
But like this series, he's been very comfortable hitting. He's been comfortable in the box.
Late bloomer Martinez, 30 years of age, 10 years in the minor leagues. Originally drafted by the White Sox back in '06.
Now he's batting third for the Cards.
Yeah. Base hit. Only their second hit tonight. But they've done a great job of just taking pitches the other way throughout this series. Nick Jonas will be performing August 23rd, post-game concert at Nationals Park supporting strikeout slavery. It's after the Nats getaway day game against the Phillies next Thursday. So stick around for Nick Jonas after the game. Support a great cause, and to strike out slavery and to get tickets, visit nationals.com. All right, first pitch. Let's check it out. Threw him a first pitch curveball that hung up, and Ozuna roped it out of here first time up. Fastball away.
Yeah, when Ozuna gets that leg kind of cocked early, that's when you kind of know he's locked in. From the days we played together in Miami, he kind of does it real early when he's feeling good.
On a pitch up, Rendon can go right to the bag, across the diamond, and Ozuna beat it out. Molina forced on the 5 unassisted.
You know, it was almost the same pitch that he hit out his first at bat.
Ryan Zimmerman, great job to stay on the bag.
Very good.
He beat it.
Very good stride.
And to correct one thing I said, that was a 1-0 pitch. Ozuna hit out back in the second. 2 on, 1 out now. Runners just trading some places, and Paul DeYoung, the hitter. He bounced out to Rendon first time up. Ball gets away, runners stay. Keyboom ejected the mask and the helmet and got after it pretty quickly.
Jumped out there like a wild panther. It's fast for a big guy.
And I'm not privy to any information about the Cardinals and their approach, but from what I've seen in this series, they have no interest whatsoever in launch angle and uppercutting. They have beaten the Nats with all those hits by hitting line drives the other way, hard ground balls. And you know, you go by the eye test, limited sample, 2 games, 2.5 games now nearly, but these guys are just putting the bat on the ball and building innings with multiple hits. They've hit their share of homers for sure. Think about Ozuna's homer. That was a line drive. DeYoung's game winner the other night, a line drive out to the bullpen. They're putting bat on ball and doing quite well. 306 they're hitting in the month of August. It's been tough on our pitchers. That one runs inside, ball 2. Not biting on the curve. Jerko backed Bryce up to the bullpen fence first time. He's next. Got him to bite on that one. Did not give in on 3-1. Full count.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch.
Mercedes-Benz.
Tough as a hitter. That's a tough pitch to lay off, because to me it could be a strike. You know, we'll never know because he swung, but I'm pretty sure it would have been a strike if he didn't swing.
Payoff pitch. Runners are going. Bounce it to Rendon in between hop. He scoops it really well. and throws to Zimmerman. So that might have kept them out of the double play. Anthony Rendon now responsible for both outs in the inning. Martinez to third, Ozuna to second.
Yeah, just a little can of corn, not a can of corn, but just a big hopper to Rendon, and man, he's so good. He makes it look so smooth and so easy. That's a tough play, especially being on a field that it's not your home field. You don't know if that bounce could be small or big, but he just puts his glove out there like it's no big deal.
Well, we'll see how they want to approach Jerko here. There is a left-handed batter on deck, so they want to get this guy, even though he hit it really well first time up. And Colton Wong is hot. Lined out hard to Turner first time up, but he's still 5 out of 7. You're not going to walk a righty to get to a lefty as a rule. Way outside.
It's one of those situations, Bob, where it's like, who do we want to pitch to? It's a coin flip. Now, are they just going to give him something to hit? Probably not. But definitely going to stay with his game plan, keep the ball down, and hopefully get him to chase something. But again, Colton Wong's on deck, and he's hot, just like some of the other guys.
Two-0 pitch. Threw him a breaking ball, and it's 3-0. So obviously the approach is careful here. And for Jerko, and if you see a 3-0 fastball, does he have the green light? We'll find out. Taken all the way on the 82, kind of a BP fastball from Hellickson. Pitch count to 60 here in the 4th. Right now we're midway through the 2nd time around in the St. Louis batting order. Great pitch, diving. Jerko thought he had it measured.
Took a big hack.
And he hits him. Bases loaded. Colton Wong, 5 hits, 2 walks, a homer, 3 RBIs in the series. In the lineup Monday night, he was 0 for his last 7 and hitting .223. Started this night at .236. Murphy a step onto the outfield grass. Turner shaded up the middle, but still on the left side of the bag. That's where the line drive went last time up. Strike 1.
Yeah, he hit it right back up the chute. We had a guy right there.
Colton Wong, 2 career homers against the Nats, 13 RBIs. Fastball up, and he couldn't get to it. Jeremy Hellickson has a couple of pitches with which to play here. And he popped him up. Trey Turner letting everybody know he's got it. Long inning for Jeremy Hellickson. Strands his first 3 runners. 1-0 game, 5th inning ahead. Second inning, the difference. Keyboom, Hellickson, Turner coming up, and the Cardinals coming up at Nationals Park. Labor Day is the third 105 game, so come enjoy some holiday baseball and go home and barbecue. Have a wonderful family day with us. Night games Tuesday and Wednesday. Visit nationals.com for your Nats, Cards, ticks. David Martinez getting some good work out of his starter tonight. Hellickson, 65 pitches, 39 strikes. Keeping it 1-0. Spencer Keyboom, ground ball to short, first time up. For the rookie Gomber, first 4 innings, 64 pitches, 43 strikes. 3 walks, only 1 hit, the Zimmerman single. And a tapper by Keyboom. Jeremy Hellickson called out on strikes, first time.
I think right here, if the best thing Jeremy can do is see some pitches. Just let the guys get a breather in the dugout and try to work the count a little bit. Let this guy throw some balls.
First one missing. Braves have opened up a 3-2 lead, 6th inning at home against Miami. And Jeremy's going to fly one out to Bader. No better time to act than today. PNC make today the day. So we're checking in on Pedro Severino. So we're talking about 2.5 weeks here at AAA, hitting under 390. Pedro swinging it well, 3 doubles, 3 homers. Never really got untracked very well with the Nats this year. 63 games. Spencer Keyboom's been the backup for the better part of 2 months now. And top of the order now, Trey Turner. Cardinals have pitched him well in this series. Came to town hitting .272 And they have him 1 for 11.
Yeah, guys like Trey, table setters, you know, guys like Trey and Adam, Eaton. You know, those are the guys that are going to set the tone for the ball club, getting on base any way possible.
Yeah, they pitched both of those guys well. Eaton has 1 hit in the series. And Trey's going to line one right field corner. He's thinking 3 until Martinez gets it in. The ball deadens against the wall, so he's got a triple easily. Beautiful swing the other way. And 3 bags for Trey Turner. That'll be his 5th triple of the year. And I'll tell you, Martinez makes one little mistake out there, it would have been 4 bags.
Love watching him run. He knew it right away. He knew he kind of just measured where Martinez was and knew it. I got this stand up. This is stand up triple. And like you said, Bob, you better watch out or I'll keep going.
So 5 triples puts him in the top 9 in the league. And here's Soto, tying run at 3rd, 2 outs. Gomber's retired him on a ground ball to second and a fly ball to left. So he's already spread out 0-1 here. Rolls in the breaking ball. It's 0-2.
Looks like they're trying to stay away. Get him to chase some. Must not read the notes on Soto.
If you miss, you better throw it a foot outside. Last at bat. Maybe his first at bat tonight. He took a couple of really close pitches, worked the count full before making an out. So here comes pitch number 5 of the AB. He's just not biting unless it's a strike. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons, league leaders, on base guys since the All-Star break, and the 2 best in the National League since then. And Bryce right in on the action with Votto and Rizzo. How about the company that Juan Soto finding himself in, stat after stat after stat. Full count pitch here. Takes it inside. Good at bat, and it's Rendon, who's already walked twice. That's number 4 issued by the rookie Gomber.
What a great at bat. There were so many pitches he threw there that at bat that he could have had him chasing. But he's got such a great eye. He's got such a great eye. He has such a great idea of the strike zone, especially his strike zone. And being a rookie as that he is, these umpires usually tend to, you know, expand the zone on rookies. But they can't. This kid is that good that he spits on a lot of close pitches.
Rendon high in the air to right. Martinez back. And the Nats have now stranded 6 base runners tonight in a 1-0 game halfway through in St. Louis. might be able to do better than Juan Soto? Here's your chance. It's on Twitter, Care First Fan Challenge. So challenge Juan to anything. Live fearless, thus, with a name trusted for over 75 years. Care First, Blue Cross, Blue Shield. Anything.
Ping pong.
Maybe.
The hand-eye coordination in ping pong.
Yeah. He'll know if it's going to hit the very end or go off the table untouched. Harrison Bader, bottom of the 5th. Swinging strikeout first time. Then the pitcher. Rendon even with the bag at 3rd. Zimmerman baseline at 1st. And that one over the St. Louis dugout out of play.
I can see Juan playing ping pong, kind of like the Forrest Gump movie, you know, with the 2 paddles and just wada, 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 hitting balls like crazy.
First 4 innings for Hellickson, 65 pitches. And it looked like Bader wouldn't have minded had that grazed his sleeve, but it didn't hit him. It was close, 1-1.
No, he wasn't really getting out of the way of that one. But again, he's the kind of guy that he'll take whatever to get on base.
He's been hit by 5 pitches this year. And this one straight back, and Keyboom watches it sail into the field boxes down there.
You know, it seems like they try to pitch Bader up in the zone because they know the speed he's got. And a guy with speed like that, he's more trying to put the ball on the ground because he has a better chance of beating it out and, you know, getting a base hit or whatever it may be. So you tend to throw him up in the zone so he can try to get that pop out.
Yeah, hit a couple of fly balls last night. One was a sac fly. They went upstairs to strike him out first time, and they tried again. And he hits this one well out to left center. Michael A. Taylor will take it on a hop, and the speedy Bader has a double to lead off.
Yeah, if you're going to go up in the zone, you got to keep it up.
That's his 2nd hit of the series.
Yeah, they were trying to go up, left it down just enough in the zone. And he put a good swing on it. Luckily, we got Mikey Taylor there. That's, you know, he's fast.
I know, it's like you expect him to get there until the ball actually hits the grass.
Yeah, he got to cut it off to keep it a double, because that's a triple all the way for that guy.
Big breaking ball to Gomber, who as a big league hitter does not have a sacrifice yet. 1 for 7 is his big league batting ledger, with a comebacker tonight. Zimmerman really charging. Tried to get out of the way of that one and bunted at the same time, and it went foul. Rendon tells Keyboom to throw it to first. He got it to the third base side, forcing Anthony in a step or two. So with Bader running, no even inkling of a play at third. So they've got Carpenter and Molina with a chance to double their lead.
Yeah, he did his job. Got the ball down.
So Carpenter's been walked, setting up a Molina potential double play grounder. Does not run fast. We showed you an interesting pattern last night of Molina's hits. you would look at it and say, well, he doesn't go to right field that often. But it's a situation dependent thought, because in situations like this, he's usually thinking first, second base hole on the right side. So let's see how Hellickson pitches him and how Molina approaches this at bat, because with Murphy in double play position, he's got a ton of room over there.
Yeah, absolutely. And Yadi's a guy that he's looking at that. He's looking where the holes are. And he loves that right side.
Even though he kind of starts up open here, his feet kind of pointing toward the shortstop hole. So the first pitch to him is right in there, maybe a little toward the outer half for a strike. Molina's on a 6-game hitting streak, 9 for 26. He has bounced into 11 double plays, and Wander Suero is up. Jeremy Hellickson is approaching the time of the game where things usually fall off for him in terms of success. Right into the third time around. And with the ground ball in mind, he misses low, 1-1. Last time out in Chicago, 89 pitches in 5 2/3. .54 strikes on Friday afternoon. And just in case Carpenter got frisky, a throw over. He doesn't run at all this stage of his career, 1 for 2 this season. Short lead by him. And Hellickson keeping it away, got the foul tip, strike 2. Looks like Molina took a big swing. And we'll see how his approach changes. And there's the number we're talking about. It's unusual. It's kind of a mystery. A guy who knows how to throw strikes and move the ball around. But when other teams see him for the third time around, it gets really risky for Davey Martinez and Derek Lilliquist.
Yeah, you got to get a guy ready in the bullpen just because of that, those numbers alone.
1-2 with 1 out. And the breaking ball, Bader coming home, and Carpenter's going to end up at third. 2-0 St. Louis, and Jeremy Hellickson is shaken up. Bader read it well, and he was screaming home.
This is a very, very heads-up base running. If you're going to run on a ball like that, you better be fast. And you better have an idea that I'm going to be safe 9 out of 10 times.
Watch how Hellickson lands on his hands here. Looked like he came up holding his right wrist, and that's definitely what they're looking at here. So it'll be a wild pitch and an error on Hellickson for the throw. Pardon me, Keyboom on the throw. That allowed Carpenter to go all the way to third on that play.
In this series, we've seen Bader do some really good base running.
Yeah, they've been more aggressive under their new manager, Mike Schilt.
In the first game, he hit a base hit, just a base hit to center field, and took second on it.
Well, that's the throwing hand. So ball to start, Davey Martinez. He gets the ball from DJ Rayburn. St. Louis fans give him a nice hand, but he is shaken up, and the big question is right wrist Can he even throw the ball? Counts 2-2. You can see he's kind of feeling around just to get a grip. Just threw a curveball to see how he could grip the touch pitch. And there's where the manager and the trainer, Mikey, want your guy to be totally honest with you.
Yeah, it's tough. It's in this game, when you're on that field, the adrenaline flowing, you think you're good. You think you can do it. It doesn't really hit you until you're walking back or you get in the dugout or you get upstairs in the locker room. Then all of a sudden that pain starts really kicking in. But it looks like he was honest with them.
Yeah, here comes Wander Suero. Won't take him long. He's been hot for a while. St. Louis leads 2-0. And the inning continues here in the 5th. It's been that kind of series so far. Look, Yadier Molina thought that he was going to be holding Bader. Ball didn't get that far away, but he came screaming home. And right there is where Jeremy Hellickson landed on the right wrist.
Yeah, it was bad, man. He threw his glove off. You know, we're yet to know really what's going on, but something to do with that wrist, kind of like a pain going down to his hand.
So Wander Suero, who got all the time he needed to get ready, but didn't really need that much. He was already hot. Takes over here. Suero, as you see his numbers, second appearance in the series. 1 hit, no runs over 2 innings in relief of Tommy Malone here Monday night. Cardinals have another runner at third. The infield's in. They lead 2-0. And Molina was hacking on a 2-2 pitch there. So whatever happens here, this at bat belongs to Wander Suero. And during that outing the other night, he stranded a couple more runners to keep that 100% efficiency thing going. Fastball, and there's Molina taking it the other way. 3-0.
Well, we talked about it. Early in the count, he tries to drive the ball. But in certain situations, you can almost guarantee he's going to pull his hands in and go the other way. Just out of the reach of Murph.
So that closes the book on Hellickson. 3 hits, 3 runs. And now in this series, the longest a national starter has gone. And tonight, you know, this one's due to the injury. Jeremy could have gone a little longer, but 4 1/3 by Malone, 4 by Gio, and 4 1/3 tonight. Molina, first base, 1 out. Martinez a base hit the other way last time, and a pop-up over by the tarp this time. Ryan Zimmerman feeling his way, and he makes a beautiful one-handed basket catch. 2 down. Ryan Zimmerman, all those years in third, and now as a first baseman, the glove has always been magic.
Yeah, that's a tough play. But ain't that tough for Zimmy.
2 outs, and Ozuna the hitter. Ozuna had a base hit to right field against Suero on Monday night. That's a good fastball. Really handcuffed him. Nissan pitch cast.
Yeah, he got it in.
It looked like a front door cutter that had a little action right at the end. This fastball usually doesn't stay straight at all. It always does something. And then he takes a little bit off, and that breaking ball really diving. Strike 2. Guy's got some stuff.
Very good bite. You go first pitch hard up and in, get him to swing. Next pitch you go off speed, just off the table, down away, get a swing. It kind of opens it up for whatever you want to do the next couple pitches.
Very early break by Molina. Suero never paid any attention to him, and then he strikes out Ozuna anyway. Here comes Bryce, and now the Nats need 3 to get things going. Nothing. St. Louis. 100% fiber optic network. 100% phenomenal. Visit getfios.com. So Bryce put a great swing on it. Harrison Bader got a great jump, diving through the air. And you never know how things would have gone after that, but right now it appears to be the big defensive play of the game because Rendon had walked, and after that Zimmerman single, Murphy walked. No telling how that 4th inning might have turned out. So the Nats box has a Turner triple in 3 trips, a Soto walk, Rendon 2 walks, and a Ryan Zimmerman base hit with a Murphy base on balls. But the Nats have been stopped by another young pitcher, at least to this point. Gomber's pitch count is getting up there. He's at 79 through 5 innings.
Yeah, let's knock him out of the game.
Harper, Zimmerman, Murphy. Bryce 0 for 2 in the series. He's 2 for 10, both home runs.
There's a lot of people that would take Bryce's numbers right now at the end of the season.
Absolutely. So you're looking at what he's doing. A very real chance at 40 home runs and a better chance at 100 RBIs. He jacks one to right, and that ball's hooking away from Martinez. He's able to cut it off. And Bryce is going to go to second, throw way off line. Hustle double for Bryce Harper. And he's hit it hard really all 3 times tonight.
Like always, good swing. If you just look at his balance, look how he finishes his swing. He's just standing in the box, just so comfortable. Pulled it down the line, and he hustled straight out of the box the whole way. He smelled too. He's trying to make something happen right now. He knows his team's down 3-0. He's got to get in scoring position right now, especially with who's in the batter's box now with our boy Zim.
Yeah, Ryan's hot, 1 for 2 tonight. In the series, 3 for 6. 13 for his last 27 with 13 RBIs. He takes a strike call out of edge.
You know, I like that right there. A good throw, yeah, he would have been out. But you know what? He's trying to make something happen. In the last couple games, hey, we got to just push it. We got to figure something out.
There's the 0-1. As mentioned, Gomber has only started 4 games this year. His other 17 appearances out of the bullpen. And their bullpen is busy and getting ready with a right-hander, Ponce de Leon. Ryan Zimmerman strikes out. 4th K of the night for the rookie. You figure as soon as the Nats get another man on, he's done. As the righty is hot. And here's Murphy, who has grounded out and walked.
Let's see if they keep with their trend with Murph and stay away with him.
And Daniel did not at all dispute the strike 1 call. That one's low.
All we need is a bloop and a blast. We're back in it.
Two and 1. That was close. Gomber only 31 1/3 innings coming in. They're really stretching him out tonight. And kind of typical. He had 26 strikeouts, 15 walks tonight, 4 of each. Nats haven't been able to cash in the walks. He gets a strike call there, and the count's 2-2. Mercedes-Benz pitch cast.
Yeah, I don't like that call. The one before that almost hit the dirt. That one just a little bit above that.
All right, 2 strikes here. Murphy the other way, but foul. Phillies have opened up a 6-3 lead at home over the Red Sox. Braves 5, Marlins 2, 8th inning. So the Nats just have to start winning because those teams aren't giving up anything right now. Two strikeouts and 2 down, and now it's Taylor. The kid strikes out 2 big-time hitters swinging the bat well. You can check all your baseball at MLB At Bat, your #1 Nationals app. Customized baseball with game of the day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio, stats, and news. Download MLB At Bat. Taylor, pop up and a taken 3rd strike. Looks like Yadier Molina is doing all the talking here.
Yeah, he's probably asking him what he thinks.
What you think he's saying? Hey, one more guy, and then
Yeah,
we got this for you.
yeah. But he also wants to get on page with him with what he thinks, what he wants to do with Taylor, and what he thinks that he should do with Taylor. And another young pitcher, you're not going to say, hey, Yadi, I got this. You're going to listen to what Yadi says.
Yeah, Yadi's going to be the one telling you that they got your back here. So here's Taylor. Michael's been up in a crucial situation tonight. Gomber has thrown the ball by him a couple of times.
Yeah, every at bat he's challenged him with that first pitch fastball, and Mikey just a little off on it. And if you remember last at bat, they busted him in. And I know Mikey has it in the back of his head. He remembers it.
Yeah, that strike 2 called went against him, and that made the rest of it tough. No swing, says Adrian Johnson. That was a rip. 1-2.
Yeah, that was the pitch right there. He got a good pitch to hit. Just missed it.
Last at bat, that was strike 2. This at bat, it was not strike 3.
Yeah, I don't think DJ was going to ring him up again on that same pitch in.
Yeah, good take and a good call.
He would have heard it all day from the bench, and Mikey probably.
Then he bounces one to fill the count.
Mikey putting together a good at bat. He's fouling off some hard, tough pitches.
Nice out of play.
And another thing, you got to remember, Yadi knows who's on deck. You know, Spencer, he's hitting 197. So, especially 3-2 here, they don't really want to groove something in for Mike to hit, to crush the ball. You got first base open.
Probably the rookie's last pitch of the night. Harper doubles. He strikes out Zim, Murph, and Taylor. Wow. Game summary, and Marcell Ozuna struck first. Leadoff homer, left field line. Bottom of the second, they scored another run on a wild pitch and a Molina single in the fifth, so it's 3-0 Cardinals. Jeremy Hellickson had to leave after 76 pitches, 4 1/3, hurting his wrist, landing after that wild pitch, trying to cover home. Wander Suero came on, threw 7 pitches, 7 strikes. Gave up an RBI hit, first inherited base runner he's led in all year. Then he retired the next 2, and he faces Paul DeJong, bottom 6. Couple of ground balls to Anthony Rendon tonight from this right-handed hitting shortstop who's on a 7-game hitting streak. One.
Suero's definitely got some nasty stuff. We saw it last inning.
3-1. Coming in 29 2/3 innings, 29 strikeouts, 10 walks, so the ratio fine. Only given up 22 hits in those innings. And the ERA 3.34 coming in. And this ball hanging up in the air for Juan Soto. First out, 6th inning. For more on Suero, here's Dan.
Bob, in addition to right-handed reliever for the Nationals, Wander Suero has taken on another role as well. He's the team barber. He hasn't taken a class or anything in his life, but he began cutting hair down in the Nats Dominican Academy. Sandy Martinez and those who run the academy down there wanted the young players to look presentable and have short hair, so they gave Wander the clippers one day, told him to go at it. He's been doing it ever since. I asked him if he's good. He smiled. He said, "I'm the best." And a handful of Nats go to him for their haircuts. Juan Soto, Wilmer Difo, and others. So, Bob, next time you want a little trim, go find Wander in the clubhouse.
I'm going to wander around until I find him. Well done, Dan. Where was he when Worth and Morse needed him? High fly ball right side. Murphy out, Harper in. Bryce is there. 2 down. Hey, he can choose any profession he wants in his spare time if he keeps pitching like this. Cardinals box score. They have only 4 hits tonight. They got 2 on 2 hits though in the 5th, and the Ozuna homer earlier. They're trying to win their 8th in a row. They won't gain any ground today on the Cubs, who won. But Cubs beat Milwaukee, so they could gain on the Brewers. And they have wild card designs around here as well, but you always need to keep thinking about winning the division until you're eliminated, because that wild card thing is just a crapshoot.
You know, the Giants figured it out.
Did they?
They don't look to win the division. That's the funny part. People don't know that. All they want to do is just get in.
Get us in, huh?
If they get in, they believe they can win it all.
It's because we have Madison Bumgarner and nobody else does.
Man, it's amazing.
No balls, 2 strikes to Wong. And with all the craziness in the West, the Giants have won 3 in a row. They're 5 back of the Diamondbacks. The Rockies 1 back, the Dodgers 2 back. We've got 4 teams within 5 games. Now they'll play each other a lot come September, so somebody will get beaten up by that, but somebody will rise out of it. Curveball in the dirt. Right now the Phillies have a slightly better record than the Rockies, but the Brewers have the best record of the wild card contenders. The Nets, yeah, only 6 back, but look how many teams. Every night somebody's winning out of that group. Murphy, no chance. Colton Wong is 1 for 3 tonight and 6 for 9 against the Nationals. That'll bring in Harrison Bader. Strikeout and a double leading off last inning that led to that 2-run fifth. Greg Garcia, left-handed batter. They're only on the bench on deck. So they got 6 innings on 99 pitches out of Austin Gomber tonight. 6 innings of shutout ball on 3 hits. Struck out 6, walked 4, pitched around those. And that's Tim Collins for the Nats, who made his return to our bullpen last night. Had a 1-hit scoreless 8th inning. Wander concerned about a guy who has stolen 3 bases this year. And then he's running. No wonder they kept throwing over. And Colton Wong is 4 out of 7 this year.
Well, if he wasn't running the first 2 times.
True.
It's rare that a pitcher will throw over 3 times. But they might got something on Suero.
So he's in scoring position for Bader, who's driven in 21 runs. Good breaking ball in there, 1-1.
His time to the plate might be a little long. He might do a little movement before he pitches. Who knows? But like you said, Wong's only ran 3 times. Or safe 3 times.
And it's going to pay off in a run. For many years, what you just saw was how the St. Louis Cardinals played baseball. Last several years, they've been more of a power-oriented team, but they're running lately, and now they have a 4-run lead in the 6th inning. Garcia will pinch in for Gomber. Maybe Martinez has the hook. He'll go with Collins here. So it's the bottom of the 6th, and the Nats are down by 4. come in to try to keep the Cardinals from scoring even more. Mike, every night it seems to be something. The walk-off, the pitcher hits a homer. Tonight, Jeremy Hellickson gets hurt. He was pitching pretty well. And I don't know what you do. You take one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time, and try to battle your way out of this thing.
Yeah, I definitely think he had another inning in him. But with the injury and, you know, right now Bader is showing us everything he's got right now. So it's tough to beat when you got a team that's just all cylinders are firing up.
Yeah, they got a lot of young, hungry guys playing hard, playing for big league jobs. And here's Tim Collins against the pinch hitter, Greg Garcia. It's a logical move because Carpenter's on deck, the leadoff hitter. Although the Nats do have the pitcher spot due up in the top of the 7th if the inning ends here. They've held that guy in check for the last 2 nights after his heroics on Monday.
Yeah, FP just checked in. Just texted me, said, Mike, let's go.
A good thought.
I'm going to text him back, FP, trust me, I'm trying my hardest.
Oh-2. And just a quick step off in a throw.
It's going to be interesting right here if he runs. They get him moving.
Good looking breaking ball strikes him out. Cardinals get a run on the Bader hit after the Wong hit and a steal. 4-0. Cardinals over the Nats. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com, see how much you could save. And right now it's all about Austin Gomber, the rookie left-hander who shut out the Nats tonight on 3 hits, 4 walks, and that 6th strikeout through his 6 innings of work. So here's Daniel Ponce de Leon. He's from La Mirada, California, not St. Augustine, Florida. Drafted by the Rays and the Cubs, he kept going back to school. Finally ended up at the University of Houston before the Cardinals got him in the 9th round of the 14 draft. And at the big league level, this will be just his 5th appearance. He's made 1 start. Adam Eaton is on deck to hit for Collins after Spencer Keyboom leads off here. So another pitcher the Nats haven't seen before. Kind of been a series shrouded in mystery. I guess these kids the Cardinals have had to call up with all their starters out, and a lot of changes in their bullpen recently as well, including letting Greg Holland go, and now the Nats have benefited from his presence. One and two. Keyboom, couple of ground balls, so for 2 tonight. Hard hit left side, picked off by Jerko. Well, get ready for some Hawaiian Island action. Hawaiian Shirt Night Friday is presented by us, the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network. First 20,000 fans to the Nats Marlins game at 7:05. Get the island themed Nats shirt. Visit nationals.com for tickets. Mahalo. Adam Eaton in the series, a sacrifice hit by a pitch, 1 for 8. There's Matt Grace. He warmed up last night. Did not follow Gio into the game. It was 2 righties, Scott and Holland, before Collins finished off the evening. So Matt all queued up for his first appearance in this series. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Adam kept the mustache.
Yeah, lost the big beard. Had a knock in 4 trips and hit by a pitch last night. And he strikes out here. Nats have struck out 7 times tonight. 2 outs in the 7th. Nissan pitch cast.
Tough pitch. Coming off the bench, anything up seems always a little faster than what it says on the gun. Especially, I mean, coming off the bench is tough.
So the Nats, 3 hits tonight. Trey Turner has one of them, a triple, but there were 2 out in the 5th when he went right field corner, followed by a Soto walk. But Anthony Rendon on 1 pitch hit a fly ball to right, and that was it for the 5th inning. And the Nats were down 1-0 at the time. So a key stop in the ball game for Austin Gomber, the St. Louis starter there. And the count 1-1.
Yeah, I feel like that 6th inning with Bryce with that double was going to be an inning that the Nats were going to be able to open it up and do something.
And never made it beyond second base. 2-1. Bryce has hit the ball on the nose 3 times tonight. Turner gets jammed slightly on that one and pops it up. Paul DeYoung. They're getting ready for the 7th inning stretch in St. Louis, and the Cardinals getting close to 3 in a row here. Baseball on Masson, brought to you by Long Fence. Start living the difference. Visit longfence.com today. Schedule your free in-home estimate. And by Lexus, experience amazing. Gateway Arch, the lights of Busch Stadium just to the left. Beautiful night in St. Louis, as it turns out. Scoreboard not that great for the visitors. Here's Matt Gray's first appearance of the series. 37th of the year. 36 Ks, 10 walks, 43 innings, and 39 hits. Matt Carpenter is 0 for 1 career against him. Talk about a tale of 2 seasons. First couple of months, fans, many of them here, wanted Matt Carpenter traded. He's the hero of the team now, offensively. Oh, you could hear him express his pain. That one got him on the hand.
anytime you get hit on the hand, it hurts. There's just nowhere for you to go. It's all hands. Hands have a lot of bones in them.
And you talked about this earlier, pinched between the ball and the bat.
Yeah, you always get sandwiched between the ball and the bat. And man,
right on the knuckle, it appears.
Sometimes the most pain when you get hit is in the hands.
Well, he's hurt.
I've broken I think 3 fingers in my career. And one time they thought it was a foul ball, and I had to stay in there, and then I got drilled in the back. Right on the top, right on the knuckles.
That's Patrick Wisdom, backup infielder. So the leadoff man aboard, and that's a strike to Yadier Molina.
A lot of guys fracture fingers getting hit by pitches. And another little wacky thing that happens is a lot of foul balls that hit guys in the toes. People don't realize they fracture their toes with the little foul balls, and there's nothing you can do. You just got to wear it for a couple weeks.
Anthony Rendon's been hit in the last week. That's to the left side. Great play by Turner. He knows his only plays at first, and he got Yadier Molina by a good 4 steps. I know Molina doesn't run fast, but Trey Turner played it so well it wasn't even close.
Again, just real rangy. And not only did he get up and throw it, but he's so strong. He's got such a good arm that he didn't have to get over the top. Usually, if you're in the hole there, you got to kind of plant your feet and get a solid throw over the top. Arm angle. He didn't even need to do that, man. He just went sideways and just threw it.
Brilliant play. Here's Jose Martinez. He's 1 for 3. Strike 1. Helmet flies away.
That's when a hitting coach says, guys, this is why I tell you, I want you to swing 70%. Nice and easy swing. But then you get in the box, and sometimes when you see the ball, you just want to give it everything you got, and then your helmet falls off. And
Grace delivers a fastball that misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Phillies have beaten the Red Sox 7-4. Braves have beaten the Marlins 5-2. The Nats have to win or they're 9 out at the end of the night.
you know, the Cubs series was a tough one. Coming into this St. Louis series, we knew it was going to be tough here on out, just because there's not as much games left and everybody above us is doing pretty well. But we didn't know how important this series would be.
High drive, deep right center. Taylor, he's got it. Runner tags and goes to third. Michael A. Taylor takes a home run away from Jose Martinez. 2 down.
Just like you said, Bob, this guy could be a starter on any other team making catches like this coming off the bench for us.
Looks like it would have been in the shrubbery there. Busch Stadium has a uniform 8-foot wall all around the outfield from pole to pole, so there are opportunities to pull homers back here, and that's what Taylor did. Here's Ozuna. Nobody could catch the one he hit in the 2nd inning. So he's up with Wisdom at 3rd, 2 outs. And Spencer Keyboom battles that one to keep it close. Heard of your local Ford dealers. Great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. And some nights we've got to give the Ford drive of the game to the other guys. Nats haven't scored. Ozuna, first run for the Cardinals, his 14th back in the 2nd. Out to right center. Taylor drawing a beat on that. Bryce says you can have it. To the 8th we go. Nats down to 6 outs and they need 4 runs or more. Mark's going to try to make it 5 in a row. He's 4-0, 1-2-1, 27 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he's elevated his season record from 3-12 to 7-12, and got the ERA down to 4.12. So Tanner's on a big-time roll. Top of the 8th, Tanner getting ready. Hey, he likes it in the Midwest, even though this isn't Illinois. We're right across the river from Illinois, and Patrick Wisdom stays into play first after running for Carpenter, and in the outfield is Tyler O'Neill replacing Martinez in right. Straight up switch because Ponce de Leon is still pitching.
I like how you say that, Bob. Ponce de Leon.
What I'd really like to say is base hit. Base hit about 5 times.
Or see you later.
Take a couple of those too. Off speed, Soto 0 for 2 with a base on balls. DeYoung, and the robbery continues in St. Louis. So there you have it, 2 weeks away, the Potomac Nationals WWE night on Friday. The Tanner Roark bobblehead, first 1,250 fans on Saturday. Call them, log on, have some fun at the Fitz. What are you going to do? This team is playing lights out on both sides of the ball.
There's that defense you were talking about again. You would think they were the best in the league.
Here's Rendon, 0 for 1, 2 walks and strike one. He fights one off. They can't catch that one on a fly. And Anthony Rendon's on for the 3rd time tonight. Nationals have their 4th base hit. Harper next. You know, we came into the series and the Cardinals had won 5 in a row, but 2 of them were against the Marlins. The other 3 were against the Royals. 2 of the worst 3 teams in baseball. And you're figuring, okay, yeah, you know, 5 in a row, whatever. Here come the Nats. But they have taken their game to another level here once they returned home. So maybe Bryce can bite into this deficit. Nats are 1 swing away from doing that. Bryce has had a good night. Hard hit grounder in the 1st, robbed by Bader of a double or more. Left center in the 4th, and a double right field corner leading off the 6th.
Hey, in all of baseball, we do have the 3, 4, 5 combo, the best in the biz.
Yeah, 1 guy's on base. Harper up. Zimmerman next. See how long the Nats lineup can be here in the 8th. Off speed, 2 and 1.
Yeah, if he can stay patient as a bat, they're going to have to give him something to hit.
Target away. Ball 3 away. So the Cardinals are up by 4. How much does he challenge Harper here? That's well hit to left. Bryce Harper 2 for 4, and he is locked in tonight. Tying run to the on deck circle with Zimmerman stepping in.
That was a very nice piece of hit by Bryce. Going the other way.
Now they're scrambling in the right field bullpen. Ryan Zimmerman 1 for 3. Fly ball to center, base hit to center, swinging strikeout. Zimmerman career against St. Louis, 12 home runs, 33 batted in. Up the middle, 6, 4, 3. Light hold true moments. Look at this play by Trey Turner. Mike, you talked about the throw, sidearm whip. Look at the target.
Yeah, right on the money.
And then the other Michael.
Just robbing balls like it's nothing.
Yeah, brilliant defense there by two of the up the middle guys, the shortstop and the center fielder. Here we go, bottom 8. Matt Grace still pitching. Paul DeYoung, the hitter. 0 for 3 tonight.
You know, the cool thing about watching Michael Taylor out there is when he's running, he's always looking at the track, looking at the wall, seeing how much room he has. And then he takes one last look, and it's almost like he's counting his steps. And his jump was right there, right before the wall. And it's almost like he knew exactly where he was. And a lot of times during BP and stuff, outfielders will go out to the track and kind of see how much room they got at the warning track, because every warning track's different. This one in particular is very big. So Mike probably knows, hey, I got about 3 strides when I hit that dirt before the wall's there. So it's kind of little stuff that during BP these guys check out on these stadiums they go to. Taylor, with his speed, he can play in a little bit.
Yeah,
because he knows he can get after that ball that's over his head, which takes away that little blooper between him and second base.
They've already taken x-rays of Matt Carpenter's hand, and the x-rays were negative. Now it's 3-2 to Paul DeYoung here in the bottom of the 8th.
You know, I'm glad he's not hurt, but I think him taking a day off tomorrow will be a good idea for them. Just take a day.
Yeah, I mean,
put some ice on
the next morning. How does that thing feel?
Yeah, he's gonna feel it. It's gonna be barking all night. It's gonna be throbbing. Take off tomorrow. Come back when we're gone.
It's a good thought, but I agree with you. Glad he's not hurt. Having a great year. Grace walks the leadoff man. Nats have issued 3 bases on balls tonight. 1 was intentional, but they've hit 2 batters. Next up is Jed Jerko. 0 for 1 career against Matt Grace. Washington area Toyota dealers make a $44 donation to the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health for every strikeout by a Nationals pitcher this season. 4 strikeouts on the ledger tonight. 0-2 to Jed Jerko, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch earlier. And this ball is hit hard to left. Soto, a leaping grab to take away a double. Brilliant defense by both ball clubs tonight. The Nats have had their share. Zimmerman, Taylor, Turner, and now Soto.
We've seen some outfield grabs today. Both teams really playing some good defense. Both teams. And that right there, that's a great play.
Here's Colton Wong, base hit last time, 1 for 3. And Grace with a front door pitch, a little cut on it to get back to that inside edge.
Been a solid defensive series.
Had time to put the reverse jinx on the top of the ninth. Nats have been shut out 11 times this year. So they want to get on the board, get something going. Murphy, Taylor, Keyboom to lead things off, scheduled in the ninth. And a tapper goes foul. Greg Holland is up for the Nats. Had a scoreless 7th inning on 7 strikes. Last night didn't throw a ball. And the night before, 1 hit, a scoreless 2/3 of an inning. So in this series, he's thrown 13 pitches, 12 strikes. And Holland and the Nats hoping that he's found something here after the Cardinals let him go.
I mean, he's not far away from some really, really good seasons.
Yeah, he's just 1 year removed from a really good season that got him a big payday here. Cardinals got Brett Cecil off the DL today from right foot inflammation. Tyler Webb, another lefty, optioned to AAA. So Cecil back, a veteran. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball way outside. Runner at first, no tag required. First K for Matt Grace. Time for our Built for Baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile. Harrison Bader. Bryce Harper had a hit taken away. Then Bader jacks one for the double. And he comes screaming home on the wild pitch, on which Hellickson was hurt when he lands right there. And then Bader, an RBI single in the 6th.
Yeah, he's pretty much showed us what kind of player he is.
And again, I know they're playing for the other team, but with the launch angle and all the other stuff people talk about, guys like this still have a significant impact on the game, like Trey Turner and Adam Eaton.
They're
guys who
exciting.
play small ball for a living. They are important, and I think at times baseball is trying to shove these kind of guys aside, and I don't like it.
They're electric players.
Yeah.
They bring a lot of energy when they're up there at the bat. You know what? It's not about the home run.
Look at that.
It's about that, putting the ball in play.
3 hits in a row. That'll get it down to the number 9 spot. Francisco Pena, their backup catcher, was on deck. And now that the inning is continuing, Ponce de Leon, who's thrown 26 pitches in 2 innings, is going to go ahead and bat here. Daniel Ponce de Leon as a hitter is 0 for 5, but he has an RBI. Hot shot. Zimmerman has to go backhand. We did not need another pitcher driving in runs. So it's a 4-run game into the ninth, and the Nats need a big inning. Authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. They called the street out there on 8th Street, Stan Musial Way, his statue. The Nats lost their starter tonight, Jeremy Hellickson, in the 5th inning on this play. Watch the runner, then watch him land right there on his right wrist. Yeah, in real speed. And then Mikey threw a couple of warm-up tosses, and they decided probably wisely that was it.
Yeah, he threw a couple pitches, and you know what? He did something that a lot of players don't really do, and that he was being honest. He told Davey, he said, you know what, man, I mean, I don't know exactly what he said, but I can tell you what he said. Hey, it's something ain't right. Hopefully he gets better, and hopefully that's not another DL pitcher.
Don't need that. Jeremy's already been there, done that this year. So here we go, top of the ninth. Ponce de Leon still chunking for the Cardinals. That's his 27th pitch, 18th strike. And Daniel Murphy is the 8th man he faces here. Murph 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Change up 1-1. By the way, even if this score remains 4-0, he'll get a save if he goes 3 innings. Don't see that hardly ever anymore.
No, we were just talking about that.
And Murphy jacks one high in the air to right center. See you later. 2/3 of the way up that section of bleachers, and the Nats will not be shut out tonight. That's Murph's 6th of the year.
Attaboy, Murph. Good swing by Murph. Good location, same spot, almost the same pitch. Murph didn't miss that one.
Michael A. Taylor. Probably ensures that if they keep throwing righties and Bud Norris is warming up, Matt Adams will bat in this top of the ninth. In fact, Davey's not waiting. He's going to bat next in the catcher's spot. And then he'll have Mark Reynolds or even Matt Wieters, who's hot for the number 9 spot. We'll see what happens. Sure would help to have another base runner, but that's lifted to right. Who's going to get there? And the ball falls off the glove of O'Neill. And Taylor's into second base. In the air forever. And the Nats get one to drop.
This is why Adams is hitting. We were hoping to get Mikey on base. Doesn't got to be pretty. Thank you. We'll take that.
Matt Adams the opportunity to make this very interesting.
Another nice curtain call.
Yeah, for the third night in a row, he's getting a decent standing ovation from the fans in St. Louis. Pretty sure that's the only place in baseball that happens. 3 nights in a row. Yadier Molina seems convinced that there's a pitching change because he's gone out there. Nats roughed up Bud Norris the other night. The tying run is on deck. So now it becomes a safe situation for Norris, who the Nats scored 2 runs on with 3 hits, a walk in a third of an inning, and a comeback bid Monday night. Things have gotten interesting in St. Louis. Not done what he did to lead off the inning, Mike. He took one 425 to right center.
Yeah, beautiful Murphy swing. And just, I think that's exactly where Murphy likes it. A little down and in. Right in his launch angle, right in his launch path, whatever you want to call it.
So here's Bud Norris, who has 22 saves on the year, but the Nats gave him his 4th blown save here 2 nights ago. Matt Adams 1 for 4 against him. That was one of the outs he got, was this left-handed slugger who hits for Spencer Kieboom. As we speculated, might be possible, Matt Wieters is out on deck.
Yeah, we're calling the big guns. Let's go. We're not holding anything back.
So nobody out. St. Louis defense not that concerned about Taylor. Right now they want the pitcher to get a couple of hitters here.
Like you said, Bob, this is a guy that we would want. He had a little problems the other day.
Yeah, they've kept Matt hitless in the series, 0 for 5. Got one start, one pinch hitting appearance on Monday.
I think the crowd would like to see Matt hit a double here, or maybe a homer or something. That'd be nice.
Nobody out. 1-1 count. Easy take for Matt. Yeah, Norris has a lot of saves. 3.21 ERA. Strikeout guy, 59 in 50 innings. Adams, a good rip, and it's 2-2.
You know, last time Adams was here playing with the Cards, he was probably, what, 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah, he's a different guy. Four-plus years here. Traded to Atlanta May of last year. And a 2-2. And this one is playable. Left side for Jerko. One out. Next up, Matt Wieters. Matt Wieters, 2 for 5 career against Norris, including an RBI single 2 nights ago. Trey Turner next. And that is off the glove of Molina, and Taylor just cruises over to third.
Felt like Yachty thought he got it in his glove, and it.
Wild pitch. Ball 2. Matt Wieters taken all the way. Why not? He's not the tying run. The Nats still need another base runner. And Wieters to left. Ozuna. Taylor will score, and it's a 4-2 game. Now Trey Turner has to get aboard. Soto after him. Trey Turner and Bud Norris. Trey 0 for 2 career against him. Jerko even with a bag at third because of Trey's speed. Wisdom shallow at first.
The one thing you can say about the Nats in this series in the late innings, not one game here have they died easy. They've battled to the end. Coming up short twice, 2 runs down here. And Turner pops it up. Cardinals have won the first 3 games of this series. They've won 8 in a row. The Nats are under 500, 9 back of Atlanta as this one is over. And it'll be up to Tanner Roark to salvage one tomorrow. Back with more from St. Louis in a moment.